I want to share with you a moment that I had today in the car driving home from the park. I have to backtrack a couple weeks ago. We went to a park and I was really feeling in a good mood, very positive, and I felt like moving around. So I gathered all the kids at the park. It was actually at a playground, and I got them to play a game called Manhunt. It's a game that I used to love playing as a kid, where you start with one person or a group of people who are it, and they are hunting other people. And we played in a wooded area, a place that had 1.5 acres, and it was really an intense game. So you would touch someone, and then they would become a part of your group that would go out and hunt for the rest. And we just adopted that game and adapted it to a playground. So today at the park, or the playground that we were at, is a really nice playground. It was a modern, it even had like that rubber flooring that's really nice. So if a kid falls, they don't get hurt, or they don't get as hurt. And they had two climbing structures that are connected with like a rope bridge. Really cool. And there were probably about 25 kids at this playground, very popular playground in the area, in the neighborhood. And so obviously they were there with parents as well. Now, my kids wanted to get everyone involved again, but they were just a little too shy, very reserved. And I'm trying to get them out of their comfort zone, or just see the value of engaging socially with people. So I had them go around and ask to see who wanted to play. And there were two girls that were a bit older that were kind of playing tag on their own, and they wanted to join. So we formed a little 5-person group, and then we started playing tag. Before you knew it, other kids were asking to join. And we were playing Manhunt, and one of the girls actually knew what the game was, so she was excited to play, and yeah, it was awesome. Then what happened was one of the other adults wanted to join in, and he wanted to play freeze tag. So we switched it up a bit. Freeze tag is when you tag someone, they have to stop and freeze, and they can be unfrozen by someone who has not been frozen yet. So it was this other father and I. He was probably around the same age as me. He was definitely more overweight and didn't seem maybe as mobile or as agile as me, but he wanted to engage, which was great. We were the ones that were it. And, we're jumping over the slides, we're climbing the structures. Well, I was more so, dodging kids and really having loads of fun. I'm actually feeling a little sore from that already. Played a few rounds and had water breaks in between. Before you knew it, it was like an hour and a half of us running around and, buckets of sweat. It was just a really good time. It was a beautiful day for a fall day, so that was great. And on the way home in the car, my son asked me, he said, "Why did none of the other adults join in?" And kids are so curious, and when they ask questions, it really makes you think, because sometimes they ask questions that we're thinking, but we don't really, for whatever reason, our minds are preoccupied as adults, as grown people. So I say to him, I said, "Well, maybe they just didn't want to play." And he said, "Why?" So I really had to think about it more, because, every question leads to another question, like, why? And then you answer, and then it's like, why? So I really thought about it, and this is why we are on a mission. We are on a mission to promote healthy living And for a busy parent who has a job, stressed about potentially financial issues or responsibilities, you sometimes don't take the time to actually work on your fitness, and then days, months, years go by, and your ability to play really gets impacted. And that's something that I don't ever want to lose, the ability to play, especially play with my kids. This is how we build, memories together. This is our mission and truly our vision. We would love for majority of parents to be capable. We often talk about this corridor, and the corridor represents our ability to do things physically or even mentally. When we're born into this corridor that is just wide open. We have the ability to, move in ways that we should, do things through physical pursuits, have physical pursuits that we can actually work towards, just enjoy moving. But as we get older, we stop moving as much, and our corridor starts to narrow to the point where we end up bumping into the walls of this corridor. There's like no wiggle room anymore to experience life. So what we want to do for everybody is to help them increase the width of their corridor, or at least prevent the rapid decrease in the width of that corridor. The corridor being your playground for life. So thinking about today and our discussion we had on our drive home from the park, this is definitely why we live this lifestyle. It's that fit parent lifestyle. It's that lifted lifestyle. We want this for everyone. This is why we're doing it.